Good afternoon. I'm in my studio, and I've had several friends that have asked me, particularly, my opinion of the official President and Mrs. Obama's portraits that were just revealed probably yesterday, I do believe. And I've had time to view the photographs of the paintings, do a little bit of homework on the two artists that did the paintings. Kehinde Wiley, probably am mispronouncing his name, did President Obama's portrait, and Amy Sherald did Mrs. Obama's portrait. And I, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to pat it at all. I'm incredibly disappointed, really kind of aghast that's more accurate. I think about when I'm doing a portrait, what is the spirit of the portrait to be? Where is it going to be displayed? What is the intent? And that it's going to last into posterity. And particularly the president's portrait is going to be in the National Portrait Gallery alongside the portraits of the other presidents, from the portrait that Gilbert Stuart did of George Washington all the way through to one that I think of as iconic, Everett Raymond Kinsler, that he did of Ford in his blue suit, sitting with his pipe, very dignified, though somewhat casual, but still it had this presence of dignity. And that for the portraits, if we look out through history of the presidents and their portraits, is that they are done in a way that I think is emblematic of the office of the president. And when I look at this portrait of President Obama, it looks like a postage stamp or a caricature or a comic strip. And sure, his work is often imposing images of people on a background that is like wallpaper, that this garish greenery foliage with the president seated, and then I focus in on the eyes, and I don't think he captured the eyes. I'm aghast. I think it, in comparison to the others, and I saw an image of his with others, that it really demeans the president. I really view it that way. That it isn't a time to take artistic license. To me, it's to how is this portrait being seen throughout history. It's enough that he is the first black president. It doesn't have to have all this stuff around it that is different than others. The one of Michelle Obama, I would not know it's her if she wasn't standing right beside it in the photograph. It doesn't look like her in the face. The eyes are not good. It does not represent her as the way I see her. And the coloring is dead and ashen. If I was Michelle Obama, I would want to absolutely reality slap Amy Sherald, and just scream. I would just scream and just absolutely just couldn't believe it. Technically, I would not literally scream, but you get the picture. I think it's awful. I really think it's awful.